my name is Jeet Evans, and I'm 51 area native, and I own a school called Academy of Science in Electrical. So today I'm here to do a presentation and a demonstration on Sanatan Shastar Vidiya. And I brought with me our trainer, which is the Bay Area Shastar Vidiya. And we are under Gurdwara Singh, and he is the ninth student of the, remember this, the Gurdwara Singh Shiv Park that was established in 1661. Do you have a question? Yes. Why? Because he's a warrior. That's what warriors do. Warriors fight. So, so what I like to do is, if you guys are interested in the history of the art, because it's a cultural thing that goes back thousands of years. You refer to the app. So on the posters here, we have links to there's an app for the art, and there's also 2 books out that cover the history pretty in depth. So if you guys are interested, you want more of the history, you can look at the books and the app as well. So what I like to do is give you like a basic introduction of the Shastar Vidiya. And I think the best way I can do that is I just explain a little bit about my background and how I found it, and I think that will kind of explain a little bit overall. Okay? So when I was 19, I started in martial arts, and I started in judo. That's like throwing people, whatnot. And I met a gentleman in there who taught me Jeet. Jeet is Bruce Lee. You guys know who Bruce Lee is?
Yes.
Anybody know Bruce Lee? Yeah, okay. So I do his martial art. That's what I've been doing for about 30 years. And through that, the Jeet, what's great about that is it's the way it intercepting fist. So anytime somebody moves, we try to beat them into the punch and hit them first. Okay, so it's about efficiency and being economical in your movement. Okay, then so through the JPD, you basically learn arts, and then you learn basically how to cheat. So like in judo, they don't do any striking, they don't do anything. So in judo, if you were doing judo from a JPD lens, you would add in little things like make little punches, or little small kicks and knees further reach. So like in boxing, they just use their hands in boxing. So in boxing, we would use elbows, and we use hammer fists, and we might even use a headbutt, which is not legal in boxing. But in JPD, we try to find the most efficient way of doing something. So fast forward to about 2017, and I seen a video of Nadar Singh, and he didn't say a word, and he's seeing these forums, doing this thing. And I've been around the block, let's say 30 years, I've seen pretty much everything. Okay? And who knows, it might be quiet again. The best of the best as far as the Westerners goes. Yeah. And so, so I see this video, and I don't know what this is. Nobody knows what this is. I asked all my senior instructors, what is this? And who is this guy? And nobody knows. So I asked my instructor in Thailand, and he says, oh, I think his name is Nadar Singh. And I'll send you his profile. So they say when a student is ready to master, will do so. So it's kind of weird because I saw that video on it was a Thursday. And then I got in touch with my instructor, and I got his Facebook page, I think it was Monday. And then by the time I got into his Facebook page to look at it, it was Wednesday. The first thing that came up was going to be an open that Saturday. I was like, this is crazy. I've never seen this. I just discovered it. And then lo and behold, that weekend, the guy's going to be in open. So I said, well, I'm going to go. So I went to go check it out. And I thought I knew pretty much all. I mean, I knew a lot. 30 years. And like I said, Jeet, it's all about finding your little holes in all the different systems. So you're basically shortcutting everything. And so I go to meet Gurdwara, and nothing I do works. I'm like blown away. I can't seem to make anything work. And the guy moves like a ghost. It's really interesting when you see him move. It's really fluid, and it's based off of moving with gravity. Where every other art is like this. They square off like this. they're involved and they square off and go, yeah, we square off like this and we're doing this, we're going in and he's coming in and we're going back and out and we're doing this type thing. And it's this back and forth. So this is what I've been doing for like 30 years. Okay. So when I go see Gurdwara, he needed my stance. He goes, oh, okay, are you ready? And I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, I guess it is in really fast. Okay? And I don't know what is going on. I am completely amazed. So I asked him, I said, how are you moving this way? He goes, well, in normal system, in every other martial art, they move with their feet. So the feet moves the upper body. And what really impressed me was he says, well, we wear body armor. So we have like 90 pounds of armor, chainmail, got a helmet, and all these weapons on us. So we can't stand like this for a long time. We have to stand like this, like in the army, like a marching army. So he says, the way I move is I use my shoulders as locomotion, and my shoulders and the weight of my arms move me around. And that's how he moves so fluid and smoothly. Well, most people are pushing off the ground, and there's a stop and start to their motions. Where when he moves, it's just very fluid in how he moves. There's no stop and start. So with that is the major difference, I think, is a lot of this art has not been watered down, where every other art that I've studied in the world has been reduced down to an aspect where it's one-on-one. And this is still intact from thousands of years ago, where it's a battlefield art, where you're on a battlefield with multiple people, and it's quite amazing. So I would like to share a little bit with you. We'll do some demo and stuff to show you what's going on. So yeah, let's come on out.